Islamophobes have blood on their hands. These are Mossad agents. These are people working for an agenda to cause conflict between Muslims and Christians. My question is, I mean, no doubt hate drove this. It wasn't like some personal beef or it wasn't drug related. So it's obviously a hate crime, but why is it not being called a terrorist attack? If this was a Muslim that had attacked a synagogue or a church, and again, we condemn any attack on the house of worship from any faith,
Absolutely.
any innocent life should not be attacked. But if it was, 100% Trump would be on TV 24/7. National Guard would be rolled out. There would be an uproar of this terrorist attack. Even right now, in the news, they were like, "Is this terrorism?" Well, what does that mean? They're just saying, "Was this a Muslim?" And if it was, then we call it terrorism. If it's not, then it's not. Like, how does that make sense? How do average Americans living in this country, fellow citizens of a country that I'm a citizen of, not wake up to this?
Because terrorism is only used for one group of people. Look at the UN definition. Look at the definition of terrorism. To everybody watching, it's violence for religious or political gain. It's not exclusive to one group of people, but the media narrative, everybody is aware that it is, and that it's only used for one group. Even the FBI, they're saying that it's a hate crime until it's not. So they're investigating. They're going to look at it. Obviously, if it was anybody else, they would know what to call it. They would call it a terrorist attack, and there'd be a huge press conference. But they don't seem to care whatsoever. And it's a place of worship. And the fact that they're going at children, you get to understand why, because the rhetoric from people like Loomer, they're saying that, oh, all Muslims, they want to kill everybody. Muslims can't exist in America. Muslims need to be like, they're really pushing genocidal rhetoric. And so that's why people like this and the attackers feel inspired to go after children. They believe that they're doing something that's eradicating a problem. They think that this is what they're supposed to do because they're buying up all of the lies that we hear. And to most rational people, this obvious what's happening. It's clear that it's propaganda to push war and to get people like Trump elected and to push more of their agenda. But to a lot of these insane people that are getting inspired, they don't know any better. And it's not anything Christian about it. These are fake Christians. They're just using that, and they don't follow any teachings of Jesus.
Where is the voice of the real Christians then? Where is the condemnation of such things?
I saw Anna Kasparian immediately said something. Shout out to her. She immediately
and I really hope that Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens and others are going to speak up against this. And I really hope that the Islamophobes, those like Jeffrey Lang, that should now recognize that they have blood on their hands. Jake Lang.
Yeah.
Jake Lang, people like him who already attacked our Capitol, who already attacked police officers, that were in prison, that were sentenced, not accused, but sentenced for attacking the US government, but somehow got pardoned, are now out there throwing pig heads, calling for violence against Muslims. And these people are taking up that message. These kinds of Islamophobes have blood on their hands. These are Mossad agents. These are people working for an agenda to cause conflict between Muslims and Christians. We are more than happy to have academic discussions. We can bring the Quran, we can bring the Bible, we can peacefully talk. But we never, ever call for violence against Christians, against people of the Jewish faith or Hindu faith, against innocent people anywhere.
Absolutely.
But people like Jeffrey Lang that are calling for the extermination of Muslims, what about them? Why aren't they speaking out now saying that an attack on children, an attack on innocent people, an attack on the house of worship is unacceptable?
A perfect example, Israel, when this war started, they bombed a synagogue in Iran. Right? They keep saying Iran is religiously backwards. And then when the Zionists attack, they hit an innocent place of worship. And I condemn that instantly. That's an act of terror. This is horrible. I hate to see this, and I'm not going to ever politicize that. And that thought would never cross my mind to say anything negative. That is horrible. And I saw the rabbis were speaking up in Iran, talk about how horrible it is. In fact, the synagogue in Iran, it predates the existence of Israel. They are that place of worship is older than that evil Zionist regime. And Jake Lang, these people, and even Tommy Robinson, he just had this protest in the UK. And they're saying that they're putting Britain first and they are anti-globalism, anti-immigration. The only unifying issue that they have, because they're waving Israeli flags, Iran flags, is that they just hate Muslims. They bring 3 French women on stage and they're all wearing burqas. The first thing they do is strip naked and say, oh, take it off and now we're free. Then they bring a Korean guy to play the violin and he has 2 bacon strips on his shoulders, even though Jesus didn't eat pork and neither did the Jews. So they think that this is kryptonite. They're really doing it because they hate Muslims and they're trying to find any stupid reason to spread hate.
and the number one growing immigrant population in the United Kingdom is not Muslims. Hindus are growing from immigration more than Muslims, but
Yep.
nobody talks about that. Nigerian Christians are one of the top immigration uh, classes coming into the United Kingdom, but nobody cares about that because these people are paid by foreign governments to cause such a thing. Tommy Robinson, how much money is he getting from Zionist lobbies? Let's be honest. From a foreign entity, those American senators and congressmen that are sitting there with Israeli flags on their desks, they're representing a foreign flag. They have dual citizenships with Israel. They are taking that money and stroking this violence against peaceful, innocent Muslims that are just praying in a mosque, that are praying to the same God that Jesus prayed to. Innocent children that were just going to school that were attacked. Where's the voices calling this out as a terrorist attack? And I'll tell you something, Sneeko. Me and you went to this mosque. Me and you went there together. This same mosque, we could have been there. When you came to San Diego and we went out to Balboa Park and we did da'wah, that day we went to pray Dhuhr at this actual mosque. And there's a picture I just sent you.
Yeah, I showed
if you
him.
can share. This is me and you at that mosque that was attacked today.
I learned how to make wudu there. Thanks again. This was right after I
Yes.
reverted. I went to San Diego to meet the brothers and to meet you. And it was a beautiful masjid. I had a great experience out there. It was a reminder that Islam is an international religion. It's for all of mankind because in America, you have a beautiful masjid like this. And so that actually has a special place in my heart because that was the first place that I learned that I have to cleanse myself properly in order to present myself in front of the Creator. That this is the proper way to do this ritual so that when I put my head down to the floor, I have no filth on my body. For this to happen here, it really does strike close to home. And people like Tommy Robinson, you brought it up perfectly. This guy, and excuse my language, in the Epstein files specifically, Jeffrey Epstein and Steve Bannon were making fun of Tommy Robinson. I don't know if you saw the Sheikh Uthman, and they were saying that he's a cheap prostitute. They used a word, a more explicit word. They said Tommy Robinson is cheap at any price. Okay, and they brag about the money that they take, and they brag about the donations. His son is at a private jet, bragging about how he's flexing on broke people and he's getting this money. He's buying that private jet ticket with the donation that people spend. And it's not anti-immigration. They pretend and they lie and act like it's okay, we're going to stop immigration. Trump is just talking about how 500,000 Chinese students are going to come into our country. The H-1B visas are being pushed a lot in India, and this is a predominantly Hindu country, not a predominantly Muslim country. They are not actually anti-immigration. The only issue they align on is anti-Islam. And now we're seeing the repercussions of this. It's not just rhetoric, it's resulting in real violence.
In fact, most of the rhetoric that they spew about immigrant violence by immigrants are not by Muslims. And you were correct, may Allah bless you, for calling out Andrew Tate on this one, when every example he gave of Muslim immigrants being violent turned out to be not Muslims. Like the one who stabbed the girls at the concert for Taylor Swift, whatever, turned out to be a Christian.
Fake Christian.
Who was born in Cardiff, Wales, right? Mm-hmm. And again,
not even an immigrant, yeah.
Not even an immigrant. So this is a false narrative being used to strike hatred, Islamophobia. They're not people who call towards Christianity. Tommy Robinson's never called people towards the Bible. These people, Jeffrey Lang was, Jeff wasn't it? Jake Lang. Jake Lang was, I don't even care about these guys, to be honest. They're a joke. Jake Lang was out there kissing the wall in occupied Palestine. And these are the people that are striking this hate into the hearts of kids. The two attackers, as far as we know right now, were 17 and 19 years old. Mm-hmm. And I mean, they both committed suicide afterwards, as what we're hearing from the news reports. I mean, I got a call this morning from a brother when he first reported it, and another one whose child was inside the school trapped while that was going on. And this is one of our brothers that gives da'wah with us at One Message Foundation, somebody who's with us. And when we were hearing about what's going on, I was getting the live updates because this is my community. This is my city where I was raised. This is a mosque that I used to regularly go with my children to pray in every day. It was so emotional for me because when I first heard that our brother Amin, the security guard, and he was shaheed, he was killed, I couldn't believe it. This is somebody that I taught how to pray as well. I remember sitting with him in Mecca, going over prayers, you know, just somebody that was so close to me. And the other two brothers, both of them people that I knew for many, many years. Now, what's insane to me is during this tragedy, where children are trapped and they're worrying if they're going to get shot up, heroes like these brothers are stopping these terrorists from breaking into a school and giving up their own lives. We have people, trolls like Laura Loomer, mocking it. We have people joking about it, people applauding it.
Not
Like,
even
how
that.
can you?
They're trying to discredit it. She's calling it a false flag attack. She's saying that this is fake news. That she's saying that they're using this to go and spread anti-free speech laws. They politicize it and they just say everything they can, hoping that one of the narratives sticks. And Jake Lang, you brought it up perfectly. This guy, he's yelling about white supremacy and being a crusader, saying that he's here to saying Christ is king. This guy's kissing the wall in Israel. How in occupied Palestine? How is this a white supremacist Christian crusader who's literally there with the small hat kissing the wall that every politician in America has to kiss too? Is this really your Christian crusader?
I mean, I just want, if you're Christian and you're watching this, I just want you to do one thing. Take a step back and just think, what would Jesus do? Would Jesus, peace and blessings be upon him, be proud of somebody attacking a place of worship, attacking children, trying to kill children while they're getting an education, killing those that are protecting a house of worship? Nobody instigated this. No, this wasn't a fight. It wasn't an altercation that led to these two supposed Christians. And again, I don't believe they're following the message of Jesus, peace and blessings be upon him. But they did, as far as we know from the news reports so far, they did identify as Christians. And they were acting, the messages have been leaked between them. They were acting in accordance to what they had heard from these Islamophobic Christian preachers that call themselves Christian.